All right. Good morning, Xavier. Good morning, Luna. Good morning, dog. I don't have a name for just yet. How's it going, everybody? My name is Josh Fulkerson, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we are back on the Chronicles for another episode. And I have some things that I want to show you guys before we continue, because I have done some things off stream, off cam. You're going to notice a few things. The underground tunnel system building is no more. This is the current design, and it's not finished. So don't worry, it's not going to look like this. I'm probably honestly going to take this up like 4 more layers, kind of give it some more height. Just for the hell of it, you know, because I kind of like the idea of having like a little mini skyscraper, I guess you can say. Now when I say skyscraper for survival, it's going to... I mean, you can't really... I mean, if I was to build like a skyscraper I would in my city building series, it would take hours. So this is going to be like a little mini project. But yeah, this is the current look. You'll walk in, you'll notice that it's kind of the same design. I kind of left my little, death note here with my tombstone. I did change the walls to stone brick, and I split it down the middle. The windows are a little bit different. They're not on the ground. I like it this way though, and it leads down to the underground tunnel system, which is why we call this building the underground tunnel system building. I still have a name for it. Then you're also going to notice that I have revamped the storage facility, and I like this design. I am very proud of this one, because I've been trying to work on my roofs, and obviously it's not perfect, but it's definitely a improvement. I feel like this is what it looks like. I got some windows on the sides, and if you walk in, I actually kind of did the interior as well. So you'll come in here. Look at this. It's so beautiful. I'm so proud of this. You got your crafting tables. I've also kind of reorganized everything. So all of my woods are here. I put dirt in the following 3 rows. And then down here we have like our minerals from the mines. I don't think I have anything in these just yet. So yeah, those are empty. Along with the ones that are right here in the center point, these are all empty chests. This is for later when we expand. We have all these chests for whatever we need them for. And over here on the other side, you'll notice how I have cobblestone in these 3 chests. And then it goes to stone brick stuff and cobblestone. There's also stone in this chest. You got cobblestone walls, cobblestone stairs, cobblestone slabs. Up here, we have stone brick and smooth stone. Then you got sand, glass, gravel, flint. Then this is like a miscellaneous chest. And these other ones I'm pretty sure are empty. Oh, we have tuff, because for some reason we had an odd amount of tuff. And obsidian on the bottom. And these should be empty. We have so much storage. Oh, and cobble deep slate. Yeah, that is correct. We have a lot of cobble deep slate, and we're going to put that to use eventually. But yeah, if you guys noticed, I put a ladder here because this is actually going up to a different level. You come up here, and I'm also going to put chest up here eventually whenever we fill in the middle. And then whenever we fill up this section, I will go underneath the storage facility and do more rooms. I'm pretty proud of this. I also placed our furnaces up here. I got 2 furnaces cooking glass right now, or cooking sand to get glass. And then we also got a blast furnace, and we have 2 more furnaces over here for our use. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've done since the last episode. I told you guys, I also planted trees around the Wizard Tower of Enchantments because we need spruce wood. And we had saplings, so I'm probably honestly going to start the episode today by getting some wood. So let's go ahead and use the rest of this stone axe today. And whenever this stone axe breaks, probably in this Minecraft day, because these axes do not have good durability whatsoever. Whenever this axe breaks, I will go make a better improved diamond axe, and we'll be able to efficiently get this wood at a faster pace. Right now, though, let's just kind of focus our attention on the spruce wood that I planted off stream. But yeah, guys, today we are focusing on gathering wood. I'm also going to try to explore around and find a jungle biome because we need jungle wood. Believe it or not, we have oak wood, dark oak wood, spruce wood, and birch wood. We do not, however, have jungle wood, acacia wood. We don't have the swamp wood. Is it like ragwood? I don't know what it's called. Anyway, it's like the new biomes they've added. We don't have that wood either. So we'll have to go exploring and try to find ourselves some fresh biomes. And we'll have to obviously collect as much as we can, sapling-wise, because I want to bring it back to our base. That's pretty much what we're doing today. I kind of figured I would take a break from terraforming, because I've been terraforming for a while now, right? But yeah, our goal for today, though, is just to pretty much chop out some trees, get our wood supply built back up, so Pumpkin Spice Studios can, you know, continue with his ideas and projects. And I'm also going to probably do my own projects as well. Like, if you've been paying attention to my YouTube channel, and on this series in particular, you know that I want to build another bridge, kind of similar to the one I built previously. I also want to build some boating docks. I want to build a boat for those boating docks. I kind of also want to build some, like, villager houses and get a village going. Because right now, I mean, Chris said it good. He said that we're just pretty much a small town. We're not even a town, really. We're still kind of getting our crap together. So, you guys hear anything in the background? My dog is in the other room, so I apologize. Can't really hush a dog up when they're wanting to bark. I'm going to grab 6 of these diamonds. I'm also going to go ahead and, I guess, grab these iron nuggets. Convert those back over to iron. How do you say that last word? Is it ingot? I'd say I'm so illiterate, I promise. I'm not stupid. I just don't know how to say things. So let's go ahead and make 2 diamond axes and then a iron axe. And this will basically help us for when we're chopping down these trees. And let's go ahead and return. But yeah, I am very happy and very excited for tonight's stream. I really am. And I was excited to get on here and show you guys all the progress that I've made since then. I've never realized how loud my parents truly are when I have my headphones off. It's insane. Like, I'm just sitting here talking normally, and it sounds like my freaking mother is yelling in the other room. And she's not. It's just how her voice sounds. Alright, let's go ahead, though, and continue chopping down these spruce wood trees. I don't mind spruce wood. It's actually one of my favorite woods in the game. When it comes to this texture pack, though, I kind of like building in oak wood and stone brick and cobblestone. Which is kind of why you've been seeing me do a lot of builds with those in particular blocks. It's also a very good block palette when it comes to building. You can do a lot of builds with oak wood, stone brick, and cobblestone. So, I don't know what they're doing in there to get my dog riled up, but they just, I don't know, bro. They just don't know how to act. They be acting up. I guess it is their home, though, so they get all right to. I really just want to go in there and put her up, because she's getting on my nerves. Anybody that has a dog can probably relate. I'm not leaving the room, though. We're just going to deal with it. I have no idea what she's riled up for. They're riling her up in there. I have a little Jack Russell, and if you guys know anything about Jack Russell's species, or like the breed of Jack Russells, they act up, and they're pretty feisty. They're kind of like Chihuahuas in a way, but they're fast, and they don't stop when you let them outside. If they're not really outside dogs. It's very rare that you have an outside dog Jack Russell, because they'll just run away. Like especially like when I had Roscoe, my first Jack Russell ever. He was the dog we had when I was growing up. Every time he would get outside, I'd have to like chase him down. He would make it like a game, and I'd have to like try to catch him. And if I didn't catch him, he would just stay outside for as long as he could. And it got to the point to where like every time we opened the doors, he would run out, and nobody would care but me. Because I was really the only one at the time that really cared about Roscoe. Because Roscoe, you know, my parents didn't like Roscoe because he would like pee on the carpet, the couch, the chairs. He would also kind of like tear up the blinds in the living room. So they already kind of didn't like Roscoe, but I loved Roscoe because he was the dog I had growing up, and he pretty much grew up with me. And it was pretty sad because when he was getting old, he actually lost his hearing and he lost his vision. So he was pretty much just roaming around the house, couldn't see anything, couldn't hear me. You know, when your dog can't hear you, it's kind of sad, right? It's like every time you call him, they'll look at you, right? Well, it got to the point where I'd be like, Roscoe, Roscoe. He wouldn't look at me. He would just have a blank stare, like a 1,000-yard stare. And that's how I knew he was getting old. And I told my parents that I didn't want to be aware that they were putting him down. And looking back at it, I regret it because he was my first ever dog. The first dog that really, you know, got me into having a pet, really. Well, basically, I went to school and didn't think about anything really of it. And after a while, it was like really quiet around the house. He wasn't like, you know, walking around. You know how dogs walk in the kitchen. You can hear their like feet on the kitchen floor. You can like hear them moving around. Well, it got quiet in the house. And I was like, it's too quiet. So I actually got into an argument with my parents. And at a certain point, I was basically, you know, going over to my brother's house until school. And then when I got home from school, I decided to come back over, you know, to my parents' house. And I realized that Roscoe wasn't here. And I was like, this is odd. I asked them, like, where's Roscoe? And they were like, oh, we put him down. I was like, oh. But then again, I was the one that was like, I don't want to know you're putting him down because it would make me sad. And it still does to this day because he was there for me all these years. He protected me. Like, funny story, every time my mom would come get me up for school, she would turn off my fan, turn my light on. Roscoe would be in my bed. Roscoe would be there. He would be right there protecting me against my mom. He would like wake up, growl at her, and then I would wake up. And it was kind of cool just to have a guard dog. And it's just kind of sad how he went. That's just the reality of life, though. You live to die. That's why you got to make every moment count, especially if you're young. You still got time to do things in life. And don't think that if you're like middle-aged or old that you're running out of time. If you're still breathing, you've got time to do something. So take it as an opportunity to make things right with people that done you wrong, or go out and do something to make people remember you. I'm getting all like philosophical. It's like my TED Talk, my way of venting. But yeah, I just wanted to say that story to you guys, or tell you guys a story about my first ever dog, Roscoe. And actually, that reminds me, I was debating on naming that other dog in my house Roscoe. It was either going to be Roscoe or Penny. And Penny is the current Jack Russell that we have in the house. And Penny's a female Jack Russell, and she actually kind of like listens. Like, she'll go outside, right? But she'll listen to you. She'll come back and she'll actually want to come inside. But she's an inside dog. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, my Penny being out in the wild or, like, outdoors by herself, defending herself against a pack of wolves. She wouldn't make it. She really wouldn't make it. So that's why I'm saying Jack Russells are indoor dogs, because they're so small. But I mean, if you have a pack of them, maybe they can, you know, work together and stay living, have an alpha dog. I don't know. I'm not too intelligent on, you know, dog species. I can just recall and tell you guys the current experiences I have with the dogs I've had in my lifetime. We had a Jack Russell outside in a cage, and his name was Newton. And Newton and Roscoe, they didn't like each other. So every time Roscoe would get out, he would go to Newton's kennel, and they would basically just start fighting. And one day, Roscoe and Newton got into it, and Roscoe bit Newton's ear, and Newton was bleeding from his ear. But Newton got a hold of Roscoe, and he was also bleeding. And it was just crazy because I was like, oh shit, one of my dogs are going to die because they can't, be civil. Their doggy politics are getting in the way. And there was one day where one of our Jack Russells got out, and we had a black cat at the time. Her name was Smokey. And basically, Smokey got her little paw stuck in the porch where the dog could jump up and grab the arm and start yanking on it. Here's the porch, right? The cat got its hand stuck in the porch to where the dog could come up and just bite at it and pull down. Well, pretty much, this Jack Russell, I don't remember which one it was pretty much just yanking on Smokey's arm. We had a cat at the time because we had a slight mice issue, and it was just a weird time to be alive. A simpler time, I guess you can say. That was when I was, maybe in 8th or 9th grade. I was a little one, I wasn't, I say little, but if you're in 8th or 9th grade, you're kind of you're in the middle stages of your free trial period in life. The first 18 years of your life are a trial period, okay? Whenever you, turn 18, depending on if your parents like you or not, they'll kick you out or they'll let you stay. It just depends on how well your parent life is, I guess. I'm very fortunate to have parents that care. I get on to them and I say bad things about them, but I truly don't mean it. It's just irritation because I'm trying to do something and they can't respect what I do to an extent. So when I'm talking bad about my mom being loud or my dad being loud on the lawnmower, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just irritating because I'm trying to do something and they're interfering with the peace and quiet. So yeah, we're pretty much gathering all the spruce wood that I planted in this little area of our base. And then I'm going to replant all the saplings that I have to kind of keep the farm going. Kind of get some spruce wood into our storage facility. I think Chris will probably, thank me later, because I'm on here way more than he is. Let's be real. I do a whole lot more. It may not seem like it, but I feel like I've done a lot for this series that, doesn't go noticed. He has a pretty good way of building, though, and that's why I'm collecting all of these resources. And I'm not saying that to dog on Chris. I like Chris. Chris is a good friend. He's a good person. It's just we have different schedules, and I believe they get in the way of our playing time on here. When we first started this series, we were really excited to play Minecraft together, and I still very well am. It's kind of like that time is slowly drifting away because we're both, busy with our lives. I work at a factory, a chicken factory. I work 9 to 5:30, 9 to 6, 9 to 7 sometimes. Monday through Friday, occasionally Saturdays, and he works fast food. And if you guys know anything about fast food, your schedule's different every week. So it's just kind of an odd time, I guess you can say. We never had that time to truly sit down and play and enjoy the game. And there's certain episodes where I feel like it's kind of forced or rushed. And I wish it wasn't. I wish we could actually sit down and truly plan out stuff and not feel like we're, on a time schedule. That's just how life is. Life is never ending. To an extent, time always goes, is what I'm saying. Life will end eventually, but it's just always going. As soon as you're born, your life is going. Alright, we're collecting all these saplings because I'm going to plant all these saplings back. And then there's also some trees you guys can see back there behind the Wizard Tower of Enchantments that I'd like to get a hold of. So let's go ahead and kind of transition back to those said trees. Also, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I didn't really introduce myself, but I'm Josh Fulkerson. I like to play games like Minecraft. Minecraft especially is my favorite game. People don't like Minecraft because it's a kid's game, but honestly, it can be used to cope and it's like a therapy thing for me. Pretty much just play this game to kind of relax, have fun, talk to people, grow a community. That tree just came out of nowhere. So yeah, we're pretty much just going to continue